Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of 89 Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing Thunderbolts, the new Marvel installment. Was it like the 100th installment perhaps?
Probably, but all I would like to start with is
What's that?
the theme song, which
That's-
is not in the movie.
It's a
Which is not in the
theme
movie,
song
but in
that
the trailer.
Yeah, it was in the Letterbox trailer.
What's a Letterbox trailer?
Letterbox is a movie like website and stuff where like you can rank and stuff like that. It's a great website. It's for movie buffs.
Hashtag knowledge. But yeah, I was really disappointed that they did not have that theme music in the
Yeah,
movie.
if you've seen the trailer, it's one of the best trailers ever made. It wasn't in the movie, which is a little bit disappointing.
Absolutely. So what did we think about Thunderbolts? What did you think about Thunderbolts? Then I'll tell you what I thought about Thunderbolts.
We have a lovely producer who's
Oh, okay. I'm so
questions
sorry. We have a producer and questions. Okay. Well,
to
I
keep
guess.
us on track.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's go.
So, Thunderbolts has been described as a scrappy and down-to-earth movie. Did it feel like a refreshing change from the usual Marvel movies?
May I go first?
Sure.
I don't know if scrappy and down to earth are the right words, phrases to describe the movie, but I would definitely say it's raw. It's very different to Marvel's movies in the sense that very less use of CGI.
That was obvious.
And
also.
they also used that in the marketing, right? They
Yeah.
were showing before the movie was released all the real stunts and everything.
Actually, the one part where I could see the use of CGI, that was kind of cartoony. I won't lie. I was a teeny bit disappointed because they had so many issues with CGI lately that I was looking out for if they ever made a mistake, and unfortunately I did see it.
Sure, but I still would give them the credit and say that they made sure to minimize the use of
Yeah,
CGI.
and that
Yes,
was very
maybe
good.
they used it a little bit. Sure, they're Marvel. They're showing
They
a
needed
movie.
to.
They're showing a movie about superheroes.
Yeah, but they
To a
needed
certain
to.
extent, they have to use CGI. But I really, really liked it. I think I know what part you're talking about. I feel like, but again, I'm sure there's still some people in the world.
I can't say what it is because that's a big part
Yeah,
of the
I still
movie.
feel like there's some people in the world who haven't seen it, so no spoilers. But yeah, I think it was very raw, very down. It was pretty
more
amazing.
down to earth. It was
Yes.
more about characters.
But I don't know if down to earth is the right way to describe it. It was raw.
It wasn't all about the multiverse, which was a nice break.
Fair.
Like for the first time I was just enjoying these characters that were on the screen and their story was really interesting, and I wasn't thinking about what it meant in the grand
And I
scheme
feel
of
like it was
things.
also raw because all those superheroes who are Thunderbolts, and I can say this because it's everywhere, and the new Avengers, I can say that. That's not a spoiler. The poster, the marketing is everywhere.
They've released it, so yeah, I loved. But let's get to that later.
Yeah, but
Let's
all
get
the
to that later.
superheroes in Thunderbolts, I don't think they have any ability, any superpower that requires CGI anyway.
Yeah,
It's a lot
that's
of
what's cool
strength,
about
it's
it.
a lot of stunts. So yeah, pretty good.
So, talking about the characters, which character did you connect the most, and what were the standout performances?
Oh, you want to go
Okay,
first?
yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I have two. Actually, no, three.
If you had two more, it'll be the entire team.
I know. I mean, they were all such standout performances. They were all finely fleshed out, really funny characters, very flawed characters. But I guess for me, the top three standouts were Yelena, Florence Pugh's Yelena.
Who's the main lead, you could say?
Yeah, she's the heart of the movie.
Yeah.
And then Louis Pullman as Bob.
Mr.
The
Bob.
Sentry, the
Yeah.
Void, and then obviously David Harbour as Red Guardian.
David Harbour brought what, like,
Is it Harbour or Arbor?
I'm not sure. I
Actually,
spelled Harbor,
I
so
think
I'm
it's
saying
Harbour,
Harbor.
okay.
But he brings that comic relief that I saw a lot in like the recent Thors,
Yeah.
Love and Thunder or Ragnarok, and he Guardians of the Galaxy-esque
Yeah.
sort of humor, witty behavior. So yeah, I think for me
But it was
as
like
well.
lame type, like but
Yeah, but
they're
I
all
loved it.
losers, and
Yeah.
they fully embrace that.
Yeah, and he had like very dad jokes kind of a
Yeah.
thing because he is playing somewhat of a dad.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I would have to go with the one and only the OG Mr. Bucky.
Fair.
Because the producer asked, who did you resonate with the most? I feel like he's that one cool cousin in like on Eid where like he's hating on all the little ones or just like, whatever nuisances. However, he loves them and he spends time with them and he guides them.
That's the
So,
thing. That's my one issue, though. Like,
but
I
that's
feel
what
like
he is.
even though he's technically the leader of the Thunderbolts, he wasn't really there much. Like,
Because he's
I want-
also,
this is the cool cousin you wish you hung out with more, right? So like, he should have been there more.
yeah, but the cool cousin remains cool by not
Yeah,
showing too much
that's
of
also-
themselves.
that's
And he's
also
the
fair.
only character, the Marvel character along with Loki.
Who's been in every single phase
So I
also.
guess they wanted to bring a new
Yeah.
main character that they can eventually kill also because Marvel recently has started loving to do that.
And I forgot the second part of your question was, who do you relate to the most? Funnily enough, I don't know why I related to either Yelena or Bob the most.
Yeah.
Like, I really felt that.
Bob
love
for
that.
me was definitely also for me number 2. Like a very interesting character. A very interesting character is the right way to say it.
Yeah, like he wasn't even they fleshed him out so much that he wasn't really even a villain, really.
agreed.
That's
Had
what
me
I loved
hooked.
about it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
Let's dive into the plot. Do you think it was easy to follow and tight, or did it rely too heavily on the prior Marvel content?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because like Kevin Feige said,
Yeah.
it's feeling more like a homework now for people
Yeah,
to follow
that is
Marvel.
very true. I mean, that was naturally going to happen, right? The more and more like entities you have to watch. I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I still haven't managed to see all the TV shows. I've seen all the movies, but seeing the TV shows is becoming a bit rough. Like I
Getting
can't,
too much.
I can connect all the dots even without watching it, but that's just me. I totally understand how an average viewer wouldn't be able to do that. I still think that you'd be able to enjoy the Thunderbolts without knowing all the connections. That said, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it nearly as much. Like people should have watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier for context. That's a really big one.
That's a big one.
That's a big
Brave
one.
New
I
World.
feel like Brave New World, and because it directly ties into Bucky, that would have been
Yeah.
the most important to watch.
And
Otherwise-
jokes like he's setting up his own Avengers
and
and stuff
actually
like
Black
that.
Widow.
Black Widow.
You can't-
Black Widow, you have to.
You wouldn't
Two of the most
understand. You
main
wouldn't
characters.
understand Yelena if you hadn't watched Black Widow,
Yeah.
and actually Hawkeye.
Hawkeye this season. So obviously you,
Yeah,
but again,
so-
like you said, and to answer the producer's lovely question, I would still say that unlike other Marvel movies, you didn't really have to
Yeah, you didn't
watch
have to.
everything. Like I haven't seen Hawkeye. Obviously, I've seen everything else
No.
that you mentioned, but I haven't seen Hawkeye. However,
Yeah.
I was okay, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I was
It was
perfectly
still
fine.
very
Yeah,
entertaining and really
absolutely. I was understanding every single thing. I wasn't like, oh, ye kyun hua, kya hua? And what she, also asked that was it easy to follow the plot? 110%.
100%.
Because it like started from, let's say, a Monday at work.
And it ended. Yeah, it all happened on this.
It was my day at work on a Monday.
Yeah,
so
yeah, the
they didn't
movie
jump to
was-
like Tuesday
yeah.
or the previous Wednesday. So yeah, 110%.
It was really, yeah.
Thunderbolts. I'm doing that after every question.
Were there enough surprises and standout moments to keep your attention, or did it feel a bit too predictable?
The cameos when they show Doctor Doom in the spoiler. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay.
There was no Doctor Doom, just by the way.
Sorry, you answer it.
For the movie, I think that I didn't know what was going to happen because I know about the heroes from the comic books, right? So, like, for me, I thought it was a very interesting take what they did with Bob, the Sentry, the Void. It was a very human adaptation. Because the comic book is really complicated because there's so many naturally. So, it was a great way to simplify it and make it very relatable. But then again, it wasn't predictable. I don't think it was predictable. I was waiting to see, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? And actually, it was more about a mind than it was like full action sequences. That took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting that, but I was pleasantly surprised.
So I'll go with exactly what Sharmeen said. I'll second that. However, 2-3 things. Number one, Marvel is definitely back.
Oh,
after
yes.
after Endgame, and obviously I love the different Spider-Mans that came out after that.
Now, see, actually, for me, I totally thought that No Way Home was all about nostalgia and didn't actually have a
But it
proper
was
story.
amazing. It was amazing.
Unpopular opinion, I was one of those that didn't think it was as amazing as it was. Was it a good movie? Yes, but it wasn't the best movie ever. I'm sorry. That's all your nostalgia playing up into it. If you got rid of all the characters that came in, there's no story to it. Just by the way.
But one thing I will say, I know I keep saying Thunderbolts ding, and I will keep doing that, of course, because Thunderbolts ding. However, I just felt like the oomph that I felt with, again, maybe Deadpool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it
I
wasn't
would say
like-
definitely this year since Deadpool, I feel like the OG Marvel feeling. Yeah.
Brave New World, I watched once. Deadpool, I watched thrice in the cinema. Thunderbolts,
no.
I'll watch twice. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Brave New World, I watched twice. I personally really liked it. I don't understand why people did not like it. But
I would
anyway.
not watch Brave New World twice.
I
but
also watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I rewatched it again before Brave New World, which is why maybe I enjoyed it more. I don't know. That's my opinion.
But Thunderbolts, ding.
Do you think this movie successfully carved out its own identity within the Marvel universe?
100%.
Hashtag New Avengers. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah. There's not a spoiler anymore because Marvel has officially updated their marketing to reflect what happens at the end of the movie.
Yep.
So I won't say it's a spoiler, but yes, at the movie they become the New Avengers. How they become the New Avengers is for you guys to find
Without
out.
any
and watch
spoilers.
it.
But that was really cool. The
That
asterisk.
was very cool. It was like working title. Like every movie has a working title. They made it seem like Thunderbolts was the working title of the fact that they're the New Avengers. Be cool.
I mean, again, I feel like some characters can be added in the New Avengers team. However,
100%.
New Avengers, Thunderbolts, ding. So much so that our AC also agrees right now.
So how would you rate this movie, and would you recommend it to the 89 audience?
I would rate this movie a solid 8.5 out of 10. And I would say, yes, watch it. Because even if you're not a Marvel fan, it was a great, entertaining movie. Why would you want to watch it?
I am very generous with my rating, but I'm a salesperson, so I would say 8.75. I gave that
I
extra
don't understand
2.5
why.
just for Bob.
I don't understand. Oh, you know what? I amend my rating. I'd give the same because Bob deserves an extra point.
Questioning of my rating
But
skills and
I
then
really don't understand why sales has to do with anything. But for Bob, yes.
8.75. Thunderbolts definitely recommend to the 89 audience. And once, hopefully, in a month or so, when everybody has seen Thunderbolts, hopefully, we can also talk about the two post-credit scenes that I really want to talk about right now, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah. I want to get the hashtag going. Hashtag we're all Bob. I feel like those who watch the movie will get it.
Absolutely. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the bell icon to subscribe to CityFM89. Thank you. Bye-bye.